Today we're going to review the process of re-slinging our Gardenella 8L60 stacking bistro chair. Tools required for this process are going to be a 7/16 driver, a 5/16 driver, a flathead screwdriver, a pair of angled cutters, a rubber mallet, our telescope sling starters, and our telescope spreader tool. So we're going to start by removing the tension from our existing sling. In order to do that, I'm going to flip the chair over and I'm going to go to my 7/16 driver. And in 4 locations beneath the chair, my seat assembly is fastened to my leg assembly. I'm going to back each one of these 7/16 fasteners out about 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to leave them installed in the leg assembly. I'm just backing them out about 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to spin the chair around. I'm going to go to my 5/16 driver and I'm going to remove one side of this stretcher bar here. So I'm going to take the 5/16 fastener completely out and set it aside. Now I'm going to go to my telescope spreader tool. I'm going to put it in close proximity to this stretcher bar. I'm going to apply pressure down and I'm going to lift that stretcher bar up and out of the way, which will then take the tension off the back sling. I'll start with the seat sling. Now that I've got the tension off both slings, I'll go to my flathead screwdriver. I'm going to pop out my seat rail caps. And I can take my existing sling and slide it out. Now I'm going to grab my sling starters. I'm going to place them in the end of my seat rail here. I'm going to grab my replacement sling. I'm going to note the location of my telescope label. I'm going to start the sling evenly on both sides and slide it into the seat rails. We want the sling to be flush with the ends of the seat rail extrusion. If I have any excess dowel sticking out, I can take my angle cutters and I can just cut that dowel off. And now that I've got this sling in place, I'm going to go ahead and put my seat rail caps back in. Now you'll notice where the back sling and the seat sling meet, we've got a dowel in the seat rail. We're going to keep that dowel installed this whole time, and that's just going to help us know where we need to slide the slings to. So we're not going to remove or touch this dowel at all. We've got our sling tight to that dowel. We've got our seat rail caps in, and now we'll move to the back. So the same thing, I'm going to take my flathead screwdriver and I'm going to pop my seat rail caps off. And once those are off, my existing sling can slide right out. I'll take my telescope sling starters, place those into my seat rails, take my replacement sling, orient my label properly, slide that down in. Now we want to come into contact with that dowel, and we want to be flush at the top of our seat rail extrusion. Again, any excess dowel here we can trim off with our angle cutters. Now we can replace our seat rail caps. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to put this back sling under tension first. This is going to be our 5/16 fastener. I'm going to take my spreader tool. I'm going to put it in close proximity to this stretcher bar. I'm going to apply some pressure down, line that hole up. Go back to my 5/16. Once we've got that 5/16 reinstalled. We can spin the chair around, and we're going to go to our 7/16 here. We'll tighten all these up completely. Once we've got our 7/16 reinstalled, and that's going to complete the reslinging process of our Gardenella 8L60 stacking bistro chair.